Alright, what up guys? I am back. I know it has been way too long. It's been over a week, but I am back. You know, it has been a little bit slow in sports lately, so I've been trying to find an idea to do a video on. So I decided I would just throw my predictions out there for who I think is going to make the playoffs this year in Major League Baseball. So just kind of my ideas with that. You know, the Olympics are starting up soon, so maybe I could get a video out of that. But right now, with the baseball season about a little bit more than halfway done, I will give you my predictions of who I believe is going to make the playoffs in each division and in each one of the wild card spots. So we'll start off with the National League, and we'll start off with the NL East. I think the NL East, like a lot of divisions, is a two-horse race between the Phillies and the Mets. I've just got a feeling that this division is going to turn around the same way as it did last year. And if you don't remember last year, what I think basically is going to happen is I see the Mets choking again like they did last year. And I just think the Phillies, with Jimmy Rollins, with Ryan Howard, I think, and with, of course, Chase Utley, I think that they are going to pull this division out. I think they are the better team, the more well-rounded team, and I think they are also the better coach team with better management, in an organization that right now I think is just at a better place than the Mets are. And if you disagree with me, put it there, but I think that the Mets will end up finishing second, and the Phillies, just like last year, will end up finishing first. Alright, and then we'll move on to the NL Central. The NL Central, I think, is, well, it's kind of a three-horse race if you throw St. Louis in there, but really I think it is kind of a two-horse race, just like a lot of the other divisions, like I said. I see the Cubs winning this division, and it'll be close all the way down to the end. Of course, the Brewers with CC Sabathia and with Ryan Braun, Prince Fielder, whoever else, obviously have a chance, but I know that the Cubs are kind of banged up right now, and I think when the Cubs get healthy again, they are going to go back to the status of being probably the best team in the National League, or if not one of the best teams in the National League, and I think they will win that division. Alright, in the NL West, a lot of people are going to think this is biased, but I'm going to say the Dodgers will come up and beat the Diamondbacks and win that division. If you don't know, I am a big Dodgers fan, and I know that they are experiencing a lot of injuries right now. The Dodgers are, if you don't know that, you know, Rafael Furcal, Brad Penny, just to name a few, and they've been dealing with injuries all year, just getting Nomar back. So I think when they get healthy, I think that they are a better team than the Diamondbacks, and I think I could see the Dodgers making a move here, coming up to get somebody, and I see the Dodgers winning by a couple games, maybe a game, over the D-backs, and I don't see the D-backs making the playoffs, and I see the Dodgers win that division. And in the NL wild card, as I said that I thought the Brewers were a good team and it would be close between the Cubs and the Brewers, I see the Brewers coming out and winning the wild card in the National League because I think the Central probably is the overall strongest division, and I see the Cubs winning, so I see the Brewers coming in second and winning in the wild card along with CC Sabathia, and I see them making the playoffs. Alright, so let's move on to the American League. We'll start off in the very interesting AL East. My picks for the AL East, I have the Red Sox winning the division. I know I just made a video supporting the D-Rays a couple weeks ago, but my gut feeling is saying that the more veteran team down the stretch will win. I do have the D-Rays making the playoffs, but I see the Red Sox winning the division simply because they are veterans and they do have a lot of good players. They are the world champions. I gotta say I have them making the playoffs. And I have the Yankees finishing third in that division as well and not making the playoffs. So that's a good thing to me. I hate the Yankees, and I honestly don't see the Yankees making the playoffs this year. So that'll be the first time in, like, what, 10 years that they haven't made the playoffs. So that's what I see happening there. In the AL Central, I see the White Sox coming in. I know they're leading right now. I see them going back and forth between them and the Twins all year long, and finally at the end, I see the White Sox, coming up victorious, leaving the Twins in second place, and then the Detroit Tigers in third place, who finish up the Detroit Tigers having kind of a disappointing season, only finishing in third with all those great moves that they made. And that's basically that. I see the Twins just barely missing the playoffs. As I said, I see the Rays getting the AL wild card, the Twins finishing second in the wild card race above the Yankees. That's just how I see it. I love the Twins, but I see them finishing out, falling up a little bit short in the Central. And finally, moving on to the AL West, which I believe is the easiest division to call. I only have one team written down, Los Angeles Angels. There isn't another team that's going to get close to them in this division. They're already on cruise control. Great management, great coaching, great players. No problem for the Angels. They'll finish it out easily. And as I said, my American League wild card is the Tampa Bay Rays. I think they'll finish up short, like I said, in the American League East, but I see them winning the wild card, and I see the Yankees not making the playoffs, along with the Detroit Tigers not making the playoffs. So two teams right there that probably should have made the playoffs. I see them not making the playoffs. But anyway, those are my predictions for right now. I know it has been